Yeah, this is the Lawdawg and Leon show. You know, we done just had an election past couple days, and
we elected the devil.
Yes, we have.
I like him though.
Yeah.
I take that. Okay. I don't hate him per se. You know, I like the fact that he's so vivid about his emotions with women. You know, like those hard to express Shakespearean things where it's just like, you know, what light through yonder window break? It is the east and Juliet is the sun. You know what I mean? It's so yeah. I like that. I wish to be a poet like that when I'm 70.
Well, you know, Trump is definitely a character and he's a personality. You know, kind of like Reagan and a lot of those guys that preceded him. He definitely is honest because, you know, we have a lot of officials and candidates, congressmen that think the same way he think, but they just don't have the balls to say it.
He's still getting hard. Yeah. He's 70 years old, still giving the old Trump pump.
Yeah, and that first lady of his, I give her the Trump pump too.
She gets 6 inches way up. Okay, that was wrong. Okay,
but you know, this is the first. I mean,
he literally, his entire campaign literally does all the things that conservatives accuse liberals of doing.
Yes, it did.
Everything. Like this man. I mean, his entire thing, everything was sexist, everything was racist, everything was like people say, Obama hates America. Well, Trump hates Mexicans. That there's no denying it.
And Muslims.
I mean, I guess you're gonna have to hate somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hates Mexicans for sure. But it's okay because he employs them.
Yeah.
If he wasn't employing them, I'd be a little bit concerned. I'd be like, Mr. Trump, I think you have a genuine disregard for people of the Spanish nationality. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But I don't care. He wouldn't care either.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've elected the devil.
Yeah. And he's going to build a wall, so he says.
He's going to build a wall. You know, I think that's also the first time someone built a platform on a wall. On a wall.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's people that
actually believes he's gonna build a wall.
I don't even think it's so much the wall. Like, okay, if you really want to think about it, that wall. We talk about border control. Like that wall is not designed to keep terrorists out. It's literally just designed to keep Mexicans. If that was the case, you know what I mean? Like, why not Canada? Why not the entire Eastern Seaboard? Like, there's a million ways we could do this.
Well, that's too late. You know that he don't like. I guess you would say he's biased against people of color. Because Canadians, for the most part, are white. So you don't have to build a wall that divides Canada from the United States.
Canadians are like Americans, but with a maple syrup.
Basically.
And
hockey.
And hairy beavers.
Hairy beavers?
Hairy beavers.
Yeah.
You think they shave?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever... I'll cut that out.
Yeah, but it's no wall because, you know, whites can go in and out and they're not criminalized like us people of color.
Nah, we do a lot of things. We see, because we're dark, we do things in the shadows.
That's what it is.
And we just blend right in. Look at Wesley Snipes. I shit you not. I think he, okay, I'm just starting that one.
Yeah, but you know, he evaded taxes, man, just like a lot of these people, but...
Not like the president.
Or presidents.
Donald Trump would never not pay his taxes.
Yeah.
He followed the law.
Yeah.
Now he's about to make the law.
Yeah, a lot of laws.
It's amazing.
It's scary.
Can you imagine, like, you have a man that...
But you know what? I think what Trump may do is a purge.
Oh, it'd be so cool where we have one night and go. We all
just take some pussy.
We all go fuck crazy. We all want pussy. Like that's a mandate. It's like
one day you can get away with taking pussy. The purge, pussy purge.
Pussy purge. Oh, It's like 2 Live Crew, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to replace the Times Square, the New Year ball with like a hand dropping on a puss.
Maybe.
Like it'll be Donald Trump's little fingers, and they'll be descending like this. It's like 3, 2, Happy New Year,
and then the wig falls down.
Yeah. You know, you would think that a guy with that kind of money would have a better wig.
Yeah, well, maybe he's like Don King. You know, Don King had his shit up there like that, so you know you really could just be like, look at him.
I think you would just think that he was startled or action-packed to have hair like that. It's like, I don't know. Is he excited about the news, or is he still terrified about something else?
Or just don't fuck with me. You know, you see his hair, you go across the street. Man, I ain't fuck with that dude.
Why, you know, and this is way off topic, but why is it that more people haven't done the Don King hairstyle? It's kind of like the Hitler mustache. I want to do that. I think I could.
Hitler?
Yeah. I feel like...
So would you rather do the Hitler mustache or the Steve Harvey? Which one is cooler? Hitler mustache or the Steve Harvey?
I feel like the Hitler one is cooler, but not because he's Hitler, but because, like, Steve Harvey's mustache is so thick, it looks fake, so I can't help but think he got lip burn from eating some bad veg, and like he just has to cover it up. Like if you were to shave it off, it would just be like bubbled over skin, like
infestation of it.
Like you know that game, The Floor is Lava, like. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were a kid and like you walking all over the furniture and the tables, and it's like the floor is lava. Don't touch the floor is lava.
Oh yeah.
I think he did that, but with pussy. Like she was like, don't put your lips near the hole. The hole is lava. The hole is like, oh, burnt my lips. Like the hole is lava. I told you. And now he's got to get that thick big old thing to cover up the bumps.
Just cover it up.
Yeah.
It's like a cap on the ball, man.
Yeah, in this case, I think I'd rather have the bald head than the herpy lip.
So now is Trump like Hitler? A lot of people is comparing Trump to Hitler.
I'd compare him. All right, like let's throw the obvious punches. He took speeches from Hitler. He studied Hitler's speeches, and that's what he learned. That's like an open source of information. Now one can argue, well, that's just the speeches or whatever, but it's the fact that he checked it out as an avenue. And you're going to tell me that, that's one of the best speakers that you could find is Hitler. You couldn't find anybody else. What about dude that wrote The Art of War? He wasn't necessarily a great speaker. Sun Tzu. Yeah. He was, I don't know if he was a great speaker because he's dead by the time video came around, but obviously he was poignant with his speech, so why not study him? Why not study Martin Luther King? Why not study, there's a million people. You chose Hitler.
Yeah.
It's...
same ideals.
It says something about you.
But I believe some of his lineage, man, I'm sure a lot of his peoples probably knew Hitler personally, so maybe that's why he revered. Because, I've heard that his grandfather was part of the Second Reich, not the third one, but the second one. And then there's photos of his parents in full robe, KKK robes and all of those things there. So, a lot of people say he's not racist. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's totally biased against people of color, just at least on that end.
I personally think he's got... I think there's different avenues of racism.
It's levels.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to call it levels because it's all the same thing. I think it's like being a black guy, I've said stuff, look at that white, look at that white bitch over there, or look at that Mexican bitch. You say things that they're stemmed from racial whatever.
Yeah. Stereotype, typical shit.
Yeah. But you're not saying it because in your heart there's like a truly a hatred for it. Matter of fact, it's like you're on an equal level as far as like this guy's making the same money as you. You're just calling him out. Yeah. I think Donald Trump has that same thing without a lot of the understanding of like how rich he is. Like I don't think, like remember we all seen that video where he's like, I took out a small loan from my dad for $1 million.
Yeah. How privileged.
I think his idea of how money is for everyone else is just, like I think he.
Well, a lot of those people up at the top. Romney's been saying the same thing as far as, oh, well, things got hard. I relied on my parents, which, you know, you should be blessed that you have parents that's got means that you can do that.
Yeah, and I think he knows how rich he is, but doesn't necessarily quantify like how disparaging that can be when he makes racial comments. Again, we're over here going, oh, you know, look at that black bitch, look at fuck this Asian. You know, we're saying, like, again, what we are saying fundamentally is racist, but it's like a qualifier just as far as like that moment goes. He's saying it with that same emotion, but not understands. It's like some look. When you say fuck black people, you got the money and the power to fuck black people.
Well, that's what racism is. That's why a lot of people say that you can't be black, and you can't be minority, you can't be racist, because racism really isn't. It's really not a feeling. It's a system. And the only system that really can stop people's lifestyles is white supremacy and white racism. Because a black can't keep you from having a job. Blacks, we have other jobs where they have a certain ethnicity in higher positions. And that's why they say that you can't be minority and be racist, because it's a system, it's a power. I can't stop you from getting a job. Yeah, I may be prejudiced against you, but I can't stop you from getting a job. I can't create a law that holds you back and steal money from you or criminalize you. So, you know, that's really when people say, oh, you're a racist. No, I'm not really a racist, because racism isn't a person, it's a system.
Now, I think of all the places we'll ever disagree, I think this one's probably one I'm strong. I believe that black people, I'll just use black, because I know other races, God knows Asians are racist. Asians hate black folks. They hate them more than white folks. I don't understand that. Maybe just contrast. But, I think, but see, okay. Let me put how I believe black people can be racist. I think there's several ways. First of all, harboring that I'm not saying like black people should be like, you know, we've been done wrong by the white people, but we'll just take that shit in stride and just, you know, I'm not saying to gloss over any of the wrongdoings, but when you go up and you're like, all right, these people were responsible for slavery, but not this person. You know what I mean? Like you know, we go up to a little 4-year-old white girl. She has no concept of what, you know.
Really anything. Yeah.
To her, it don't matter. I can't hold her accountable. I think there's a degree of saying, well, all white people are this, that translates to there's white people that don't know or talk to black people, not because they don't want to, because they don't have access to black folks.
Exactly.
They don't have hot and cold running Negroes.
But they have access to media, and that's where we have the problem. Y'all gotta stop watching so much TV, get on the internet, start researching, because our media tell us lies on both sides.
Yeah, and if you're going to research, you gotta be able to research different avenues. And by that, it's like, okay, if I feel as though racism is one way, and I watch Fox News, I can't research on Fox News alone, because I'm essentially blowing up my own balloon with air. I'm like, okay, you know,
different sources.
These people agree with me. Why don't you look at the people that don't agree with you?
Yes.
Look at them and peel away, and this goes on both sides. If you're a liberal trying to research conservative standpoints or conservative researcher, look at the things that you don't agree with and peel opinion away from it. When someone uses those hot words like shocking, disgusting, whatever, whenever they use something that isn't a quantifiable number, and even then, statistics are biased on the statistician. So if I was to say, and I've used this one with you a bunch, I use this with everybody. So if you know me, I've used this with you. So if someone was to have a study and say, well, if you do yoga, you're going to live 80% longer than the person that does not do yoga. Now, I just made that up, but it sounds reasonable. But why would you question that? It's like, he's got numbers. Why do you question that? Well, if I didn't force people to live an entire lifespan, all right. So we got these people that do yoga. All right, they probably watch their diet, they probably do other exercise, and they probably keep their stress. Like, it's not that they do yoga and then go out and fucking tear up Charlie's Steakhouse. They do yoga and they do other things.
They have a lifestyle in their disciplines.
Right. So we could pull back further and say, well, if you live this lifestyle, you'll live 95% better. But then we could pull back further. The people doing this, what is their where do they get their money from? What does their financial situation look like? Are they doing blue collar work?
It makes a difference.
As a construction worker, do you even make the money to live a lifestyle that will permit you to do yoga and have organic food and all this good stuff? That's something else. They eliminate the health. They create health issues in minorities by how is it that water, fresh water, Aquafina, all right? Aquafina isn't fancy, but Aquafina can cost more than soda. Look, we want to talk about the ingredients.
Oh yes.
From an ingredient standpoint alone, we already know Pepsi has more than water. Why is that? How are we doing that? And it's the same way we can accept, okay, water's just more expensive because it's better for you. Okay, how does any of this work? It's like essentially we're getting fed things and pushed things because we allow these things to be fed to us and pushed to us.
Yeah.
But shit, I even forgot where I was coming from with the other thing. Children, but it's those drugs.
Yeah, but back to what you were saying as far as health foods, why is it that there be snack cakes cost less than fruit?
They're always on sale. They're always 2 for $1, 1 for 25 cents. It used to be 25 cents when I was.
Well, everything was so cheap. Inflation then just got ridiculous, man, and I think the past 10 years it's got ridiculous, you know, because I even remember my first apartment was $505.
I had one about 400.
Yeah, $505 for a 1-bedroom apartment. My daughter, she was just being born, actually a little bit before my daughter was born. But now, man, you can't really get an apartment now. But what, about $800 for a 1-bedroom now?
Well, I think we were talking about this before we started recording. You have this growing divide. People talk about the loss of the middle class, but I don't think people are truly think like. It's like when I say global warming, it sounds bad, but no one is thinking about what is the impact of global warming. It's like we're talking about losing species, losing different. Go to Miami right now, and you'll see that they have pumps trying to pump water out of areas because the ocean is rising. They're losing so much of their sea area that. Literally, high tide comes and areas flood, and they're just having to condemn buildings and say, well, once this building gets flooded, we're going to just build it up 10 feet higher. We're going to raise everything up so in Miami. That's not a plan. It's like how do you identify something and say, well, we know what it is, but so when we look at the loss of the middle class, what does that truly mean? It just means that the same money is there. All right, so we'll look at it like a bubble. Everything that's in the bubble is in the bubble. It's not escaping the bubble. Nothing else is coming in. So all this money that's in America, all right, without the middle class, all right, we're getting poor people and richer people. Mm-hmm. All right. Obviously, if you're poor, you're not getting the middle class share of the money. So where is it going? Remember, there's no middle class, nothing up the sleeve. What's happening? And people, again, we hear it and we don't think about it because we're comfortable where we are. It won't be until, the way I view it, we're going to have 2 more of those economic downturns, and I think the middle class will be totally gone. And the next one's coming soon. Thank you, Donald Trump. I appreciate that.
It's just a shame that we are comfortable with being working slaves and working poor people, and that we don't protest a lot of this stuff that's going on. A lot of us don't see it, though. A lot of us are too distracted by
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that elections and
Melania Trump's titties.
yeah, a lot of stuff. Reality shows that we don't even realize what's happening.
Isn't it crazy? Like, people are into reality shows, but not reality.
That's what it is. Everyone lives in a fantasy world. We see it in Instagram. We see it in a lot of things. You know, we got a lot of these women that want to be superstars, and they broke as shit. Guys too, man. You got people out there flashing their income tax return money and.
Trump's not going to do that.
No, he's not going to show you his tax.
Nothing with taxes.
But people who got money don't flash their money. It's that when you poor, you want to show people that you rich. Rich people don't have to show that they rich. They rich. They don't need your validation. So usually the people that's rich don't want you to know that they rich. You know, we got a family that's worth $500 trillion. They don't want you to know that they even exist. So people that's rich don't want you to know that they rich. It's only poor people that want you to say, oh, look at me, man, look at what I have. It ain't got shit.
Yeah. They ain't got a pot to piss
Nothing.
And like they'll work 900 hours at their job 1 week and be like, look how impressive this check is. I'm like, rich people don't measure their wealth in hours.
No, they don't.
No, like it's movement. It's like, I did this and got $25 million. I did this. It's like you don't know how long. Hell, they could have done half the stuff in their sleep.
Yeah.
And we're
a lot of them getting paid in their sleep.
We're the only ones that concentrate on, I gotta get more hours.
Yeah.
I gotta get more hours.
I gotta be a slave. It's been drilled, it's been designed for us to do that.
You hear that cliche. You hear that cliche, you know, it's like people on their deathbeds. I wish I would spend more time with my family. I wish I would have done
important stuff.
And that's true.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But to get that condition, hey, you need 40 hours a week, 40 hours plus, 45. And they push it to you. I had a guy I worked with. I be careful how I say it. And he was talking about, like, this is way back. And he was like, you know, well, we don't get a lot of overtime, but I'm glad that I can give it to you. You're a good person. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I mean, I love the fact I'm thankful I got a job. All right, I feel blessed in that regard. But I don't want to spend my life at the job.
And don't patronize me, motherfucker.
You know what I mean? It's like what the hell? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that. I'm like, he's a good guy. He might have the same mentality as I do, as far as like, he might just be used to, you know, how stuff is.
Yeah.
But no, we are conditioned to be slaves.
Yeah.
We live in society. We work to live in society. And to stay in it, we have to keep working.
Yeah.
Which means it's like you have to work harder to stay in society.
Yeah.
And to get what?
And they throw in the debt on top of that, and through my personal experiences, and that's why through the YouTube channel, a lot of people may say, "Oh man, this man's telling." It's not that I'm telling my business or playing victim. It's just that, you know, a lot of times if we teach our kids and just teach people that may not know the games, that maybe they don't have to go through that. You know, it's a lot of people.
Oh, FYI, if this skips around, I'm using a Canon 60D. It'll record about, 11 minutes of HD. It turns off. So this isn't like you know, we're not editing out the bad words. Just, yeah. It's, you know, whatever. But, no, so anyway, what were you saying before that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just don't know how complicated things are until they're in that predicament, and it's like, why go through that predicament if somebody else can tell you? But you know, a lot of us, we hard-headed, we knuckleheads, we don't listen, and then, you know, we learn the school of hard knocks.
Yeah, and that's what, now, this video series right here is, we've decided to open up into a podcast. This is going to be, I guess, some test subject matter for us. Everything is on the working title right now. But this is like that, and a couple weeks ago we put out some videos. It's the test process for what's essentially going to be a podcast that hopefully opens a lot of people's eyes. We're not necessarily going to be like serious or anything 100% of the time. We want to have fun with it, but I mean, essentially you got to understand, you know, we're allowing ourselves to be cogs and wheels in the system, and we don't have to be. You know, we sit there and look at this election. All right, Hillary won the popular vote, but not the electoral college. Why do we have a system that works against itself? I mean, I saw a video. I didn't watch the whole goddamn thing, but essentially it was addressing how we need the electoral college as a check and balance thing. They described a true democracy is two wolves and a sheep trying to decide what to eat for dinner. That's what they used in the video. But still, essentially, we've got a system that the people are 50% of the voters that could vote used, but it failed that percentage. So why are we having these things? Why are we allowing it to happen? Why is it that the way the government handles me, the way the government handles him, it can continue to evolve, but the way we handle the government stays the same? Like, we're over here bickering about the Second Amendment, and that's not to say I don't believe we shouldn't have guns. I think we should have guns.
Protect yourself, especially now with Trump in office.
Yeah,
people of color, you better protect yourself.
Grab your pussy.
Women too,
with both hands.
Yeah.
Just like this, like he's grabbing 2 coconuts of labia.
He's greedy.
He wants it all. Anyhow.
Damn.
No, but we're bickering about something. Let's seriously. If someone said tomorrow, all right, no more guns. There are literally so many guns out there. There's no way in hell to get them back. So, Second Amendment is at this point. Why is this even a priority? Right?
Well, Second Amendment is basically people gonna have guns.
Yeah,
they brought it in when they took over and decimated the Indians, and they here to stay. And a lot of times, it became a problem, but it's a problem that they started. They put it out there, and they can't control it now. So even if they stop it legally, people are gonna still carry guns.
Yeah.
People have a right to defend themselves as humans. So even if they ban them, people are gonna still carry them. People have a right to carry them.
Yeah, it's why are we arguing over that? That's not the issue. The issue comes with we have these representatives that are supposed to represent the interests of the people. So we got. I'm not that into a lot of these things to sit there and be able to quote everything, but from a generalized standpoint, we have representatives. Their job is designed to represent the interests of the people that they're in charge of. All right, so if you got 10 representatives or 20, whatever the district division is, however, whatever. All right, we got people that are supposed to represent our interests, and the only time you hear their names, unless you actively seek them out, is when they're actively seeking your vote.
Yeah.
You don't. When has a representative said, "Hey, look, we need to figure out what the people want"?
Yeah.
They just argue things.
Yeah.
And I think that.
And none of them will tell you what they're going to do for the country. All they tell you is that this guy's a bad candidate.
I think that's amazing too. When you think about it, it's like,
what are you going to do for us? And that's why I agree with this one guy, Tariq, is that, maybe we should stop voting until they tell us what they're going to do for us as a nation. Stop it. Because now that my eyes are being open, the powers that be put these people in office for their best interest, not for us.
Yeah.
So, we honestly don't have nobody sitting there looking at them count these ballots. We just always trust that this is a democracy and that their people are doing the right things. And people aren't doing the right things. So, just people say, oh yeah, you vote, our ancestors died. All these traditional things that really, even before we had the right to vote, I believe they was playing a big game with the rich whites that were only allowed to vote. And they said, okay, they voted. Let's burn all this shit. He's the president.
Wow.
So a lot of stuff we need to just question. Why? What? Who? But we don't question it. We just say, okay, these people are politicians. They wear a suit and tie. So whatever they say is golden.
It's easier to go online and be like, Snooki got a tit job. Snooki got a tit job. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I think her titties look good the way they work.
I mean, really, haven't seen too many bad titties.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're out there. But
Snooki was a nice woman, the way she, but it just lets you know a lot of times, man, we deal with this European standard of beauty. I believe when she was first on the scene and she had the little thing on her head, man.
Yeah.
She looked real good like that. But then she the one to straighten the hair up.
I think that's the wildest shit too. Like look, like real talk, like real men that like women. I think most men are pretty diverse. Like a guy might have a preference. He might be like, I like a woman with a fat ass and a fucking, I don't know, long neck or something. I don't know.
Giraffe for the deep throat.
you might the guy might have a preference, but at the same time, I think most men are attracted to a woman. You know what I mean? Like
that is nice.
It sounds like it's like, well, no shit, but no, I think most men like the idea of a woman that I don't know, that titty having, pussy needing to be grabbed. That woman is just attractive. So it doesn't like yeah, we could take, who's a woman built like most who fucking. I can't even think of who.
Serena Williams?
Just when you take Serena Williams, you can say, okay, well, she's ideal beauty because of her fitness level and measurements. But I think, you could take a woman that's bigger, who's a I don't want to say Kate Up and everybody goes with her. Fucking, you can just take a big block woman. You can take a woman that's 200 pounds and she can still be.
Yeah, but 200 pounds ain't
that's
really,
not that big though.
No, people so into weight, and it's not even about your weight, it's the distribution of it.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah. Look, hold on.
I'm 200 pounds.
Women, you need to pause this one right here. Look, you want to look good to a man? Just try. If you look like you care about yourself, men will be like, oh, she put lipstick on. She shaved her armpit. This is a good thing. Men like a woman that's pretty much caring about herself. So if you care about yourself, we'll take the time to grab you, possibly by the pussy. I want to do that now. Just double like how the
ice cream.
Yeah, or how when in the Africa the kids got to drink out the well, you scoop them with both hands. It's like
just lapping it up.
It's like, kitty. Baby, I love you. It's like
the kitty eats the kitty.
It does. It's
like a double negative.
It is. It's a very deep hole you'll never touch bottom again. That's pretty bad. I think we got to close this out, though. I think this has been a good time.
It really has been.
It's
look out for more. We'll be doing our thing. Lawdawg and Leon.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for the podcast. Don't know when it's coming quite yet, but anticipate it before the end of this year.
Yeah, possibly the beginning.
Remember, like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe. Recommend this to your friends. And if we get 1,000 likes, we will grab someone by the pussy. It could be you.